Hi, this is Reverend Rasheem Stewart, and welcome to the Rasheem Stewart podcast. This is episode number 113, I believe. Sometimes I can't believe how many episodes I've done, so I have to always go back and double check. Yeah, so it's 113th episode. Um, so that means we're a little almost sorry, 105. So yeah, we're almost a little over 10% of season three already done for the um for the um for the podcast. So just to give you guys a quick little update heads up before I go to this episode today. I'm going to continue to do at least one episode a week up until like just before Christmas. Then I'm taking, because I'm only doing like around 50-ish episodes this year. So I'm taking about almost a 2-week vacation from that Sunday before Christmas all the way practically to New Year's Day, because I'll be recording two videos. One I'll record on New Year's Eve to be dropped early New Year's Day, and then I'll do an extra video record on January 1. That's not an episode, but just like goals for the 2026 year, like we did a goals for 2025, and we'll go from there. So you'll probably see 3 videos within a couple days span during that point. And then once we get to like the first Sunday of January, then I'll be back doing episodes for a little while. Then you might see me take another 1 week break, maybe just after my birthday, take like a week off, and then finish the season with the goal being done by no later than um, Labor Day. So that's the goal for right now. Like Labor Day weekend should be the last episode of the season, and just a quick thought and wrap up. And then on September 17th, 2026, the fourth season of the Rasheem Show podcast will be up and running. So that's the schedule for now. Anything changes, I will let you know. And one last before I really get into the episode, on since I didn't do a live last month, I have to make up one at some point, but that's okay. On November 29th, the last Saturday, 2 days after Thanksgiving, it will be our next live. As it'll be between 7 to maybe, I'll say 8 p.m. Eastern time that night. We'll have a fun time. That's the same night as Survivor Series. So we'll have fun with that on live, but more details to come as we get closer. But anyway, now we got some of the house stuff out of the way. No pun intended. So today we are going to be talking about episode 113. No, I'm not superstitious with that number. Superstition is no. I love that Stevie Wonder song. No, but just kidding. We're going to talk about for a couple minutes talking about keeping the faith. Oh, just in case you're wondering about the hoodie, I'm in Florida. It's going to be like a cold front coming in for the next couple of days, almost record temperatures for a like around 40, low 40s the next 2 mornings. So that's why I had to wear my hoodie today, because it was like 50 degrees in the morning. Like it's almost mid 60s at the time of recording this. So it's cooler than what Florida would be this time of year. So if you notice that later, I'm just giving you a heads up why I'm wearing it. But back to the episode. The reason why I came up with the topic today, keeping the faith, because as a lot of you know, I do day labor work. I mentioned it before in the episodes. But also recently I've been doing being a brand ambassador for Plexus. Well, in fact, I dropped in a video of like a 30-minute Zoom call, which in fact I'm doing one tonight. So you can see a little preview of how I'm going to do my Zoom call at 7 p.m. Eastern time tonight. So when this episode drops in a little bit, if you want to get more information about it, please send me a comment, and I'll give you the link to tonight's meeting so you can jump on and hear what we have to say. But I haven't had much work in day labor field since, you could pretty much say, the last Friday of October, actually even earlier than that. Yeah, just before Halloween. I haven't had much work practically all through November. We're like 10 days. So there hasn't been much work the last 2 weeks. And it's just, when things ain't going the way normally things are going, with the things going on in the world right now, with people not getting their food stamps, or A lot of states only getting half. Some states are going to get their full benefits back while the government shuts down. So when things that you normally need and you take for granted because you've been coming month by month by clockwork and you don't really think about to, it starts going away or they're cutting back, you really appreciate it. And when you've been getting work on a pretty decently consistent basis for a while, and when that starts to slow down because the holiday season's going to come slowly coming on to us now, again, you really appreciate the time when you do get to go out and do work and stuff. But when stuff is not going right, that's when you really get frustrated. You get flustered, and you really start to question your faith in your higher power, whatever you decide you call your God, your higher power. You get frustrated to the point like, where is God in all this? Where is He at? Why is He not providing? Like He's providing for the heathens, and I use that in air quotes. He's providing for the heathens, but why is He not providing for the believers? You feel like sometimes he turns his back on you when you're doing the right things. At least you're trying your best to do the right things, and you're trying to work your butt off to get the things you need to get done. But when things are not going the way you want, it's not going the way you plan on doing, or at least it's not going the way that it's been consistently been going. Then I think a lot of times we lose faith and we really try to, and a lot of times we throw in the towel. But that's when you really have to fight back, and you really have to persevere, and you have to tell yourself, don't give up. Things are coming soon. Things are going to get better soon. A breakthrough is coming. You just got to be patient until that time comes. You still have to be consistent. You still got to do your due diligence when you're not getting work, especially in the day rate. But until things pick up again, you're gonna have to put in applications. Put in resumes through Indeed, through LinkedIn, um, through like connections maybe near your house. Those are things you have to do until things open up. It might take a little bit. Well, now with the holidays, you might have better chance to get something just for the holiday season. Even just a month, 2 months, something is better than nothing right now. And you have to take that mindset and say, hey, listen, things are gonna get better soon, but you have to wait it out. You have to wait out for the end game. Um, like in chess, you just can't make a move because you make the wrong move. You get checkmated really fast. So you have to make the right strategic moves in chess to put your opponent in checkmate. It's the same. It's the same concept when it comes to life. Okay. You want to make sure that when that time comes, you know, you're doing your due diligence, you're keeping the faith, you're keeping your head up, and you don't quit. Don't talk yourself down and don't talk yourself out of a blessing that could be coming. Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, we might have to humble ourselves and ask for help from family members or friends just to help us get by until we can get back on our feet. It could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a couple months. But again, as long as you're making the effort, most people will help you out if you're willing to make that effort. So my advice to you, and I'm speaking to myself too, is to keep speaking positive affirmations to yourself. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward. Keep putting in those applications. Keep going to that day waiver place pretty much on a daily basis when it's not a holiday. Like tomorrow's Veterans Day, so I don't think they'll be open tomorrow. But the next open day of the office, you go in like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and you wait to see if things open up. Because I'm going to tell you right now, in day labor, just to be honest with you, a lot of people are getting frustrated to the point may not be coming in. It's unless you're brand new and you don't know no better. So the chance you're going to have to work that day will be better because there'll be less people that you have to compete against. Oh, you got repeat tickets. So as long as you get there early enough and show that you really want to work, and show these people that you're consistent and reliable, more times than not, they will send you out on a ticket. So, but just remember, or you get hired from these people, and as long as you're being persistent enough, not pushy, but persistent enough, say, hey, I'm ready to work. What's the update? Can they get a status? Oh, not yet. Okay, I'll be back in a week or two. Let me check in then. But as long as you keep persevering, someone's going to take a chance on you. And when they do finally take a chance on you, um, your due diligence will be rewarded. So I know I went a little bit longer than on my normal episodes, but it's okay because I think it's really needed. So my question to you this week, and leave in the comments, and what are you doing to keep the faith when things are not going right? It's easy to be faithful when things are good, but when things are going bad, that's when it's the toughest. So tell me ways how you keep the faith even when things are being tough, like that in the comment section. Oh, and by the way, we're up to 216 subscribers. We gained 2 last week, so thank you very much for those 2 new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the content. If you're new here, hello. Hope you like what you hear. So if you like this episode, please give the video a thumbs up. It does help with the analytics. Um, Leave a comment. I do respond to all comments. I don't care if it's like one word or an essay. I will write you back. I promise. And we're trying to get up to 250 subscribers. We're almost about 35 away from 250, and we still got like 6-7 weeks left in the calendar year. So it can be done. So if you're new, you like what you see, like what you hear, so hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell, ding, click all. So every time a new video hits, once a boomer will drop a Zoom call, what we're doing for team greatness, and hope we starting before the end of the calendar year, but definitely beginning of 2026, the first quarter next year, when we start doing the Zoom call interviews called Stewart Conversations. You'll start seeing that on the channel. You'll be the first ones to get access to it. But as always, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Remember, do everything you can to the best ability, love, and respect. Love and appreciate y'all so much. I'll see you in the next episode. I'll be dropping a short for Veterans Day at some point tomorrow. You might see a post on my page thanking the veterans. And then there'll be another episode hopefully coming on this weekend. It'll be 114th episode of the Rasheem and Stewart podcast. God bless America. God bless your families. God bless Israel. God bless the world. And let's say a special prayer for those people in the Philippines who were just affected by a typhoon, which the equivalent here in America is a major hurricane. So please pray for those people in the Philippines. Some of the devastation I saw in the news today was sad. All right, so let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers and meditate. But anyway, I'll see you on the next episode in the next video. God bless you. Bye.